Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new season of Sardines on Air, a podcast where some random ESNers from Lisbon talk everything Erasmus related. I'm Inês, this is Henrique, and this is Martin, and we're all from ESN Lisboa. Hello, guys, how are you?
Hi, how are you guys? Hey, shout out to Bia.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to our production team, Bia. She's doing the God's work. There's no one here to help us besides her. It's really thoughtful of her.
We love her. This episode wouldn't be happening without her.
Exactly. She's sending you hearts. You can see it.
Just believe us. So, speaking of today's episode, we're diving into the moments before Erasmus, the anticipation, the doubts, the excitement, and the goodbyes. Sure, Erasmus is packed with unforgettable experiences and, let's be honest, some questionable decisions. You guys look like you made a lot of questionable decisions, just saying.
Never. I've never made a bad decision in my life. What is he charging energy? I thought this was a safe space.
It is a safe.
This was the baby. I did make questionable decisions, but you are not supposed to call me out on. That was one. Tell us one. Today, just one. I mean, today I woke up in Luxembourg. I mean, that's kind of a thing. Did you? I did. That was more. What? Wait a second. So I went to Germany to do my Erasmus, and one night we had a uni party, and then we went to a club, and then started running out. People were tired. A friend of mine was a little bit sick, so I took him home. And then I get like a call at like 4 a.m. It's like the Portuguese friend of mine that I met. And then I said, "Oh, you want to come to Luxembourg in like 2 hours?" I mean, yeah, why not? Clearly a lot of things happen in my brain that I didn't recognize what, but I did end up, going home, just changing my socks for some reason. And then warm up. Yeah, fancy socks. Simple life. I was that simple life, guys. So that was a little bit sweaty. So then then I just went to the train station, and then I slept a little bit, and then I woke up at like 9 a.m. I was in Luxembourg. I said, there's nothing to see here. I was so tired.
This was like a good decision. I mean, not questionable, like a good one. This are stories like to tell your children.
It's gonna get true. It can be a questionable decision. It can be a good decision as well.
Okay,
Questionable good decision. I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of decisions, when did you guys know you wanted to go on Erasmus?
the day I was born. No,
I'm sure your mother loved.
yes, she was like, "Welcome to Portugal," and I'm sick of this. I want to go out. I want to experience the world. But for me, it was maybe quite late, maybe way later than you in life. I feel like, well, I'm a little bit older than you, but still, only in my master's when I was 22, 23,
Okay.
I realized I need something else. I see people doing it, and I've always been curious about it, but I didn't have that fire in me like the youth exchanges or when you go abroad. I never really traveled with my parents to another country, so I didn't have this little bug in me that was telling me you have to go out, you have to experience the world. But well, it's definitely hit. Like when I was around 22, 23, I started looking into it, and it was just the best decision. I was a little bit afraid. I've never lived outside of my parents' house. Like I felt like for you,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
different, right?
yeah, because here in Portugal, if you go to another city to study, it's a different experience. Like here, I'm the only one that is like away from home. You both are from Lisbon, right?
Yeah.
So I came here to study when I was 17. So for me, living in another country was, well, it's most
It's the thing, like different address, but
I mean, groceries are gonna be expensive, but that's the most.
did you know how to wash like your own clothes, do your own dishes?
Yeah, but I already do that.
Yeah, this was it was just a piece at the top, such a shock to me.
I mean, yeah,
Separating the whites from the colors, like when doing laundry. Like,
yeah.
I would,
You're gonna mess up a lot of the time, especially when washing clothes.
yeah.
So
Any of your clothes if you.
I never did it.
Okay.
I'm a really good stay-at-home dad when I'm.
It's my dream. It's my actual dream.
If I was older, I was gonna be a very good stay-at-home dad.
I can imagine myself already, with the straps, with the baby, Like just going grocery shopping, reading a book in the park with the baby, everything.
I love how we're reversing gender roles because I would hate to be a stay-at-home mother.
That's weird.
So very modern of us.
Girl bosses and stay-at-home dads are the new future. You heard it, guys.
You heard it here. So I think, yeah, for me, it was the opposite of you because, like, I always traveled abroad with my parents. So I always knew I wanted to do it. I just thought it wasn't possible. It seemed like a very difficult thing to do, just go abroad and having to pay for things, not knowing anyone. So I was, yeah. But
Did you manage?
I'm here.
Like, what was
I
the?
arrived.
Yeah, I mean, but did you ask your friends like their opinion or your parents, something like that?
No, not really. I just, like, my best friend really wanted to go and she wanted us to go to the same place. Like, backstory, we don't study the same thing and we don't go to the same university. So I don't know.
Yes,
this would have
or give us the
possible.
lore, please.
Yes. But she was like, let's go, let's do this. And I was like, okay, I mean, why not? Seems something I always wanted to do when I'm being encouraged. So did you guys go alone or?
I actually really wanted to go alone because I feel there's an experience to be had where you just have to, as Portuguese people say, and shit yourself.
Defend yourself, right?
Yeah, defend yourself, exactly. So, also, it's really hard to get outside of your comfort zone if you are with someone that is in your comfort zone.
Even Portuguese people abroad, I feel like you tend to group up.
Yeah.
That's very true. But I think it happens for every nationality.
Yeah, sure.
It is. I think when people go to Erasmus, they start tribes essentially. So you have Latins, tribes, Mexicans. It's always all speaking like Spanish speaking like countries. They stay together.
Are we
Spanish speaking Brazilians into the same city?
Are we Spanish speaking countries?
We're not Spanish speaking.
Would we go, hola, ¿cómo estás? Like, I mean, let me be friends with you.
Yeah, give me some time in the night and I'm gonna start speaking Spanish. That's part of the thing.
Even Italian, like,
I'll speak anything that they need me to.
You're a disgrace for your country, guys. No.
we're Mediterranean. That's our tribe.
We're not Portuguese.
We're Mediterranean.
Yeah, we're just Latin,
Yeah, we're just existing. And how did the people around you react? Your friends, your parents, what did they think?
Oh, my dad was concerned. We call him like a pai galinha. How would I say this? Like a very worried dad. Someone who's always on top of you.
An helicopter dad.
An helicopter dad. That's it. And so he immediately thought of like everything that could go wrong. Like, you never leave the home. For 6 months? Never. Like, you're gonna miss home so much. What about your classes? You're not gonna do any work. So he was very worried about the wrong things. While my mother was, yeah, go. Where are you going? She was like, can I visit? And that was it. They're both like very different people.
Yeah. I mean, for me, both my parents wanted me to have the experience because they wanted to do it. So, for me, it was like very easy to like decide to go or not because, well, for once, I'm gonna live abroad and that's gonna be a nice experience. And also, I never did live abroad like completely alone. I mean, I'm used to doing my own things, doing chores, taking care of my own stuff, but not in like another country.
Did your parents do it? Were you saying that? Like, did they go on Erasmus?
I mean, they didn't go on Erasmus, but they wanted to, so they wanted me to go.
Because that's why it's a pattern. Because my mom went and my dad didn't. So the people like I would definitely let my children go. Because I went as well, and I know it's like such a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, also it's normal for parents to get worried because it's for most times the first time we're gonna be away for a long period without.
And they cannot help you, right?
Yeah.
I'll be there in like 1 hour, 2 hours.
There's no protection nets. And also, flights can be a really deceiving thing because it's easy to get somewhere, but you have to plan it, blah, blah, blah. So even if you were to have an accident and needed someone in your family, that it's not like 2-day, 3-day buffer.
No.
Like 1 day. But, it's nice to gain a sense of responsibility and understand that you can be more, than you are used to.
What about your friends? Were they all like very, we're gonna visit, this is fine? I feel like friends would be way more understanding.
I don't know. I think they could be like, oh, you're going to miss out on so much.
What's happening around us, like that we haven't experienced in Portugal?
I mean, I will say this: my friends, I don't think they really care because Said I will say this: no one came to visit me, so that's a this. But my parents did, and also my grandma, which was fun. Um, but I was really into just having like a kind of new stars when you go to Erasmus, and like really getting to present yourself in another way, and experience life in other like views. And for me, that was like the point of the experience, like to not do what I am used to.
Yeah. What about you, Inish?
Uh,
I feel like your friends didn't let you go.
Did they visit you, Inish? Do you have good friends?
no, they did visit me, but only the friends were also on Erasmus. The ones who were in Portugal,
It's a mentality.
they did not.
What do you think?
No, I think they just weren't doing. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I was very sad that some of my friends didn't come to visit me. This is for you guys. You know who you are. But speaking of visiting, let's get into the real stuff. Where did you go on Erasmus and why?
I mean, I did already tell.
Yeah.
Like, I did go to Germany, but more specifically in Cologne.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say this because I went to like the meeting where they like present like some testimonies from people that went, and the girl that was presenting said that it was really easy to get a house. So
It's very attractive.
so I read, oh, okay, maybe I want to go to Cologne. And it was not easy to get a house, but I did manage to do it. And I really enjoyed the city. I mean, it's a, very, winter in Germany. You don't get a lot of like,
When did you go?
Sunlight.
a lot of sunlight.
What was like the semester? Was
It
it?
was like last semester. So that would be 23, no, 24, 20.
Oh, so you just came back.
So I just came back fresh off the boat.
Good insights. He remembers everything.
I do remember everything. But I did enjoy being in a country that is so different, like culturally speaking, from Portugal.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, Eric, I know you also went to Germany, which makes me feel a little bit left out. I'm gonna, yeah,
Because we have so much in common.
Yeah, because
yeah.
me and him are Latinos.
We've experienced the same things, the same
Get-
Tamileus, Tamdiers.
We are the same. And, as a Portuguese, student, you did a really Portuguese move, which is go to Belgium.
This is
It's
that
not
popular.
Portugal.
I feel like this is a youth thing. Is this
No,
that popular?
say Portuguese.
I've never heard this before.
Portuguese in general.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Portuguese in Belgium, but there's a lot of Portuguese people.
Everywhere.
There's more in Belgium, though.
I feel like Belgium is not going to be one of the top countries.
No, it is.
Okay.
A lot of immigration happens in Belgium, or at least happened in
In every European country. Do you know about France or somewhere?
Luxembourg. We had Belgium.
No. Oh, no. Belgium is not top tier.
Oh, wait.
For sure.
Top three. Okay, let's say
It's not.
Luxembourg, Switzerland, France.
Brazil.
Adeia Perando.
The UK. There's also a lot of Portuguese people in the UK.
I don't know. Maybe I was just dissing you for no reason.
You just don't like Belgium.
Tell us in
I don't like Belgium.
Maybe you don't like me. Maybe that's the problem.
where did you go?
Who? I don't know.
But where did you go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
more specifically.
Ghent. I'm gonna be honest, like the reason I chose Ghent and Belgium was first because I was studying political science and international relations, so it made sense to go to a country with European institutions. And then because the website for the faculty was so clear.
Was it easy to navigate?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
easy.
this is
This is very important, guys. If you're gonna go on Erasmus, choose a faculty with a great website because most of websites are terrible.
I feel like if you can navigate your university's websites, you're gonna do fine on Erasmus. Like that's the difficulty ranking.
Also,
All the requirements are there.
don't be afraid to call the international office of your host university as many times as you.
They're not gonna answer, but
They are not gonna answer you.
let's call them.
Just call it repeatedly. Make yourself known through emails every day. I had sent I think 50 emails to get a house, but I did get it, and that's the point of the story.
You just put them all in CC. Like
Yeah, just put them all in CC.
feel the shame.
Put urgents with the triangle emojis, a lot of them, in caps lock, and then explaining your situation. Say, please, I don't want to be homeless.
That was very dramatic.
I mean, it was like that. It was very dramatic for me.
Did you stay in an apartment, or did you get to go to the residence or a flat?
I definitely stayed in an apartment, but it was like basically an agreement that they like the residency like
Okay.
so like a university, so
Like housing for students, right? Yeah.
but it was part of it. It was my first time like living completely alone without roommates.
Was it just your own flat, your own apartment?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was an apartment. I mean,
Not that
it was certainly a room, but I don't know if you can call it.
No, but did you have like kitchen, like the toilet?
Yes, I had this. I had a kitchen. I had a bed. I had a table. I had a chair. I had a toilet, and I also had a closet.
2,000 euros in Lisbon right now.
I mean, it was, not affordable. One might say, but also, you're going to churn you out. I had to shell it out a little bit.
Yeah, we're from Portugal. We're all kind of poor. Yeah, this is staying on the record.
That is also the depressing part of the episode, to be honest.
We needed more emotional parts.
Oh, it's true.
Struggle.
I'm so happy right now.
I'm sure every one of us was concerned about money before going.
Yeah, I feel like the scholarship is good, and it helps a lot, of course, but it doesn't cover.
It didn't even cover all of my rent.
Oh, it covered like half of my rent.
It didn't cover half of my rent. It didn't cover anything for me. I mean, at least like, I'm, not counting like, groceries and stuff. My rent was like double the amount that you guess
Yeah.
from the scholarship. So, you had to, it's an investment for sure. You have to be ready to shell out a little bit.
I know you're not like super appreciative of the rent you got, but I went on Erasmus firstly without a rent, any like support because of my a problem like calculating my average like grades, so I didn't get to have a scholarship. I still went, and one day they called me like, "Did you want one?" Like, we have extra ones, and I was like, "Please, please, I'm not eating anything these days." Like,
Okay, so
I'm like, I was so sick of calling my parents like, "Oh, could you send me some money? Like, I have to eat this week."
Yes, I kind of want McDonald's today, so I don't starve, please.
yeah, so you go to a foreign country and you just think McDonald's.
Okay, but let me ask you this. What do you think of McDonald's in your country?
I don't think I went.
It didn't go to
Oh, I didn't go to McDonald's. When did you? Yeah, of course.
Right? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's much more expensive.
Go.
Yeah, I think I went to Burger King once. I don't like McDonald's. I like Burger King.
I went,
Fun fact.
but I went to all the stores that we don't have in Portugal, like Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't go because I was.
Did you?
I did go to Dunkin'
Okay.
Donuts. It is not.
It is. It is. Shout out Dunkin' Donuts. Sponsor us. It's amazing.
Please sponsor us. We need budgets.
No, it's amazing. Like, we have nothing like it, and Uniqlo as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Uniqlo is such a lifesaver. God damn.
I bought nothing, but I went there like a lot of times.
Thermal shirts?
Yeah.
But they put under, and you were so good.
And it was in need. Like, did you go during the winter semesters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second
So
semester.
So we all just,
Yeah, we were all cold.
we didn't have like hot enough clothes in Portugal at all. Like, they don't sell them.
I had. It wasn't that bad.
I mean, where I am from, I need like,
Oh yeah, let's do it.
it's because I'm from the north.
Yeah. Do you say where you're from? Because
Well, I'm from Vila Real, not a little city, but a city in the north center of Portugal, Porto. And, I was kind of used to
Because it
cold.
really,
I was not used to being cold and humid as it was
it's a difference.
in, Cologne. So it was, a little bit harsh because there was nights it was like -2, -3. But it did snow sometimes, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I was for my first time seeing snow. It's my first time. It was so magical. I felt like I was in a Christmas movie. Was around 2 a.m. I was just chilling in the kitchen, like the common kitchen. I looked outside the window, and I just see some. I don't even understand. Like, I quite understand like what it was at first because I never seen it. Like, something is dirty in the window. I open it and I start stuff falling in, and I was like, I'm in a movie. This can be real. It's snowing, and I know it feels so weird, like saying out loud for the people who see snow every day back home, But for someone who never saw it, it was amazing.
Okay, but we have to keep going because we're getting to one of the most important parts of the episode, which is departures. So, did you have like a big dinner party or go out with your friends?
I mean,
Tell me.
I think that's it, but like, I think some people were on vacation because it's summer. Some people were not in my city because for reasons. And like reasons this game, there was like kind of like on short notice. So not a lot of people could like come. And the ones that can, two were a couple and they were fighting. The mood like kind of drops down.
When did you go? Like what time of the year?
I mean, I did go in September.
Okay, yeah. Same.
Yeah, yeah. So it was kind of fun, but then we went to like a village like a party. Which is fun.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
What about you, Nish? Or do you want me to go first?
No, I can go first. I don't think I really did anything big. Like I said goodbye to my friends like individually. Like we went to do things that we usually do. So like I have a friend group where we really like to do like little road trips. So we did the last road trip. And then I said goodbye to my friends, but I didn't want to do anything like very big because I don't know, I just wanted to go. Like
Wow,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, that
this is a story.
yeah, this sounded a bit cold. Yeah, moving on, Enrique.
No,
Let's not comment on this.
What about you?
Mine are quite happy. Because the day I departed on the 28th or the 27th of September, and my birthday is on the 26th. So I gathered everyone like it's my birthday and I'm going away, and everybody showed up. Like people, like I joined every like little group I had. We all joined up not too far away from here in Ribeira das Naus, and we had a little picnic, saying goodbye. But truly, I feel like the hardest thing for me, because I've never moved out of my house, was saying goodbye to my mom. She doesn't know this, and I might get a little emotional. But shut the fuck, shut up, shut.
Guys, please eat the tears in the content.
So I was leaving my mother's house because I was going to my dad. My dad was going to fly with me to Germany, and my stepdads like helped me carry the bags to the car and everything. And I hugged my mom goodbye, and I was a little bit like in tears already, but it didn't come out. But when I got to the car and I was saying goodbye to my stepdad, I just said, "Take care of mom for me," and that hit me like a truck. Like I just started crying immediately. She doesn't know. She'll never know. She doesn't know about the podcast.
Yes.
But it broke me. Like it was such.
It's such a wholesome.
Yeah. And please, if someone listening to this knows Enrique's mother, say it to her.
Yes, please say he's a very strong man. He's gonna take care of her.
For sure. No, but everything was fine.
Thank you for sharing that. That was really awesome. Like my parents, they went with me
Yeah.
because only child's 20 years old. They were concerned and they wanted to go to Belgium. And like my father cried saying goodbye to me.
All the men cry. Like
I was not expecting that because he was very against me going, and then I realized why he was against that. So it was a very like nice.
it was this little girl.
Yeah, it was a very.
It's so emotional for you guys. For you, so well, okay. Thank you, Dad, for coming with me. I kind of need like you know. A funny thing about it, like I sprained my ankle the first day that I got to Germany, like a bad injury, like a really bad injury. So I was kind of limping all the time.
Oh, in a party, like do the stanky leg, girl.
Like I was walking kind of like this the whole time. Like walking around the city, moving out and stuff like that.
He's doing an impression,
He's doing an impression, yeah.
and the flag on the couch just fell.
Were you afraid like that people thought you were a limper? Like not a full-time limper.
It was harder to get stuff to my room.
Yeah.
But yeah, the goodbye was like because my dad took me. I went with him, and it was kind of harsh because even if I was used to living alone, I never lived alone in the city. So I kind of mentalized myself for that. But also saying goodbye is also it's always hard. And you're gonna get in feels, and some may cry, some not. It depends on how you deal with things.
Both are okay.
Yes, both are okay. And what is important to grasp, I think, is that you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be really amazing.
Yeah, the great takeaway is you're gonna be okay.
It's okay to miss people. I feel like it's how you show
You
you like them, you love them.
Yeah.
yeah, you're supposed to miss people. Did you have like anyone going to say goodbye at the airport or
No.
No, because I went.
Because we did like the little like
yeah,
come together. Like, did you?
yeah, I had like two friends of mine who went. It was 5 in the morning. I wouldn't have done it for them. No, I'm joking. I would have. No, I kind of have to. No, I had to because one of those friends went on Erasmus after, and I had to go.
Yeah.
But thankfully, her flight was like at 11, so
Well, that's fine.
I just have one experience in the airport, and it's with my dad, and it's such a I don't have the right words. Like, and I cannot say the right words right now. He's such a goofy guy for this. Because I get to the airport in my Christmas break when you come home after 3 months, and I see him. He comes to pick me up, and I give him like the biggest hug, and he's like so cocky. It's like he just looks at me. Oh, did you miss me? Oh, did you miss your dad? I was like, it's soon. Hug me back. Stop it. Why not?
that's amazing.
I mean, that guy has a sense of humor, though.
Like, timing was impeccable. He waited 3 months for this joke.
I'm sure you.
It's thinking about me as well.
How long did it take for him to think of that?
No, the first day he left Germany, it was like, I'm gonna prank him when he comes back.
I mean, but that's the funny thing, you go back and you can really, can observe your life, kind of your relationships in another light because you're not 100% of them. And you kind of start to realize what's the place that people take in your life. And, also reevaluates the value that you give them or you don't give them. And I think that's, one of the things that Erasmus gives you is perspective.
For sure. That's
No,
a key word.
that's a key word.
Because you have so much time like with yourself as well.
Yeah.
Not only do you get to know yourself so much better, but what do you miss back home? What were the foods that you took for granted? The people,
Food.
the friends, like the memories,
Yeah, God, the food.
the sun.
Why is food in Germany so bland sometimes? Why they all eat like fermented cabbage? I don't want to eat fermented cabbage all the time. I don't.
Poor fermented cabbage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's my favorite kind of meal.
Yeah, but you're not complaining about the.
What about the Wurst, the sausages? Yeah.
I mean, I did eat a lot of like currywurst. Yeah, that was like the perfect.
What about the doner? The doner kebab. Amazing. There's
Polski doner kebab.
now that's the stuff.
Another sponsor?
No, yeah, we need Lucas Polski kebab. It is only open in Germany. We really need you guys.
No, but it's the stuff. Like you go out, you miss the stuff you have in Portugal, but when you come back, you miss
Yeah.
what you had in Germany. I feel like a little bit of you stays in every place you go.
But were you concerned about that? About like how different the food was gonna be? Or did you just
No, it's an
Very first, but then it kind of got boring. Because I really want to eat like some.
Did you eat some Portuguese food? I found a Portuguese corner in Hamburg.
Fun fact: when I went to Luxembourg on that day, I did go to a Portuguese restaurant and I ate the felsinha. It was not very good, but I did have it.
Okay, so that restaurant is not sponsored.
It is not sponsored by us, yes. We do not support it.
I did
They're very kind to us.
I did calderada with a sardine in the middle. It was amazing.
Sardines.
Yeah, like
I
was
wonder where
a Portuguese mix. Sardines.
Yeah, I only ate pastéis de nata. And I think like before I didn't, I mean, I like them, but I was like, okay, they're there. And now I really love them because they just,
I did find a Portuguese cafe though. It was very nice. No one spoke Portuguese though, which is kind of.
Did you try the German pastel nata?
The edited label.
Yeah,
So
it's not the same. It's not the same at all. I was trying to show it to my friends, but I couldn't.
yeah.
okay, so I think we have time for one more question, which is what's one piece of advice you give to someone who's in the should I go, should I not go stage of deciding to go on Erasmus?
I believe if you have the opportunity, and if you have the resources to do so, you should go for it. It is not as hard as you might think. You are not gonna, be as solitary as you think. People in Erasmus tend to be very open. If you're scared of not making friends, I believe that won't be a problem in most cases. Everyone is open. You should be open also to meeting other people, and you know, it's gonna be an experience that you may never forget. And that's, what we are looking for.
Very philosophical. Enrique, what about you?
Brother Mike, I want to do a mic off. I would say you never regret the stuff you did. You regret the stuff you didn't do. Like, it's true. I feel like living, like, it's such a.
Look straight at the camera.
You have to. I'll say it again. Come here, Nash. You never regret the stuff you did. You always regret the stuff you didn't do. And that's it. You're gonna have so many stories to tell. You're gonna have such a better understanding of yourself and what your life was like and what you want it to look like in the future. Because you're taking yourself out of your comfort zone. And that's where you grow. Nobody grows at home.
Wow, that was very, yeah. Bia, our producer, just did the mic drop signal, which can you please not mic drop that one? Yeah, I think we spoke a lot about concerns and things that are going through your head when you're deciding whether to go or not. And I think those are normal, especially the will I make friends or not concern, which we didn't really address here because maybe just wasn't the biggest concern we had, but it's a very valid concern. But most people, if not everyone, makes friends. So I think it's just take a leap of faith, go and enjoy your experience. And yeah, I know this wasn't as philosophical or as deep as Enrique and Martins, but yeah, we're ending and wrapping the episode here.
Before we boss, I just wanna say like a very inspiring phrase.
Oh, okay, of course, without.
I just wanna say,
Cut this out. This is not gonna be a way Joyce.
guys, please, and look at me when I say that.
No. Focus on me. Back on me. Guys, yes, please.
No, it's my turn.
To be or not to be.
It turns to be our popes. You are more capable than you think you are.
This is it.
So they just decided to do the cheesiest lines ever, but
And you are us.
Subscribe. See you at home.
Yes, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, share with your friends.
Share with your family. Share the Insta stories. TikTok.
Yeah, shout outs to Heat's mother and to every
share with Enrique's mother that most important. And join us for next month where we will be talking about first days abroad. Expect happiness, tears, and some chaos. Goodbye, and thank you for listening.
Do you go by with a clap? Can I take? Can I have a clap?
Yeah.